Hi there. What do you do when you're down? You're in the dumps, you're not feeling good. You try to cheer yourself up, but to no avail. And maybe it's because, your kids aren't behaving, or you failed an exam, or something. Things going on in your life are just not right, and you can't get it together. What do you do? My name is Dr. Nedd. I'm a medical doctor, and I specialize in stress and self-development. And if you find that you're in a funk right now and you don't know quite what to do, here are some things that will actually help you. The first thing you do when you find you're down in the dumps, you're on the plateau, the planet called Saturn, Saturn is a planet that's dark and unattractive, and you're feeling painful. You have a lot of regrets. There you are, feeling really badly, and you can't get out of it. You're on Saturn. How do you escape? The first thing you do, you enjoy being right there. In other words, you look at where you are. You face the reality, and before you leave that planet, you make sure you can leave with some lessons. You leave a better person. So before these things go away that's happening to you, what I want you to do is to do something that will enrich your life. You see, actually, being down is a gift. You talk to anyone who has been excellent and like a billionaire in finances, or one who has accomplished great feat. Usually it's when they're down in the dumps that they can negotiate the strength to move on. So do not quickly feel that you've got to move out of Saturn and boom, without any advantages. Get the advantages. So my first point then is to face reality. Look at where you are and ask the questions. How did I get here? Ask the question, what is it? What does it feel like? Where do I feel the disgust? Is it in my heart? Is it in my stomach? Actually face it. And you know something? The more you actually sort of dissect your discomfort, the more you look at it, the richer you become, and the culprit, as it were, the discomfort, will shrink. So take the time right now to look at where you are and to face reality using who is responsible. And remember, you are always responsible. Never blame anyone. That's giving away your power. Take responsibility and never even blame yourself. Don't ever do that. Just take responsibility, because blame looks to the past, but responsibility looks to the future. So you look to the future, where you want to be, and take responsibility, because no one is coming to the rescue. You are the one that's going to have to take responsibility and do some things that's hard and difficult to get out of this. And one good thing is when you begin to examine the reality of where you are, when you begin to really actively choose not to cursory feel the pain, but to really lean into the pain, to really know where you are, that's when the pain will begin to move away, will begin to shrink. So look at where you are right now. That's facing reality. And the second thing you've got to do is right there in the dumps, you've got to believe in yourself. How do you do that? When your friends are blaming you. How do you do that when your family might not be supportive? How do you do that when you have no money? Right in the midst of the disaster, you're going to have to look inwards, and see the grandeur of your humanity. See the grandeur with which you are made. I want you to see that. I want you to feel that. And I want you to believe in yourself. If you look at people who are very successful from very humble beginnings, they believe in themselves. They believe. So right there in the midst of the jungle of despair, I want you to begin to believe in yourself. Now, fancy that everything is going well with you and you believe in yourself. Nah, that doesn't take any power. But if in the midst of the darkness, if on the planet of Saturn, you could raise your head and you can gaze in the distance and know that you're going up, that takes courage. That's what I'm asking of you today. So believe in yourself, because believe is a ladder that will get you to the top much more quickly than if you climb without a ladder. You see, if you have a building and you want to get to the top, lean a ladder against the building. Otherwise, you have to be using your fingernails and you're scraping and you're waiting on a window, and it takes a long time. Put that ladder of belief against the building, and pretty soon you climb to the top. So I want you to climb to the top. And the way you do that is to believe. Choose to believe. Belief is sometimes difficult. You remember the story when one man came to Jesus, and this man said, Jesus said, according to your faith, according to your belief. And that is really true today, according to the belief in yourself. And the man said, help my unbelief. So help your unbelief now. Just look at the grandeur and believe that you can get out of this. And then you begin to change. You begin to change your thoughts. You begin to change your actions. You begin to change your attitude. Watch me now. I'm feeling so down. I'm feeling, I'm no worth it. You see, you're encouraging those feelings. But when you stand up, despite the pain, in the middle of the planet Saturn, if you put your hands like you're a boss and you can look trouble in the eyes and say, I can conquer this. With that sort of attitude, if you change your attitude like that, you'll begin to become an overcomer. So you change what? You change your thoughts. Begin to think of what you want and keep your mind off of what you don't want. You begin to change your attitudes, your intentions. Begin to intend that you're going to be successful. Change your imagination. Begin to imagine yourself on the top of the mountain. Begin to imagine that which you desire. So those are the three things I have for you today. I want you to face reality. I want you to believe more. Activate more belief in yourself as far as this problem is concerned, and see, change your thoughts, change your attitudes, change your behavior, and get to the top of the mountain. I'm Dr. Ken Nedd, and if you want more, just click the link below or go to drnedd.com.